let's practice to practice. Hello and welcome back to the Snooker Shed, and tonight's video is all about practice. How to get the most out of every practice session and why we need to practice in a good structure. It is the most important thing that we can do to enhance our skills at snooker. So by practicing correctly, we will get the maximum amount of learning from each session. So what I've done in the Snooker Shed is two types of practice: specific practice and general practice. But the steps that I'm going to lay out work for both. So step one in the Snooker Shed's practice is identifying the problem. It could be any shot on the table, it could be a pot, it could be a positional shot, it could be anything at all that you're finding that you're missing or not getting right time and time again. For the purposes of this video and keeping it nice and simple, I'm just going to play this black. So let's jump into step two. And step two is the learning phase. And all we're going to do is play this shot over and over again. And we're repeating it because we're teaching ourselves how to pot that black. To make this possible, we make sure that the cue ball is returned to the same place on the table each time. It's a wee chalk mark on the table. By doing that, it makes my brain learn much quicker because I've only got to learn one thing. So the learning phase is just trying to pot the ball and observing what's happening and then changing where I hit the cue ball, where I hit the object ball, depending on those observations. Okay, so I've played two shots there. The first one I missed, and the second one I got correct. It's quick demonstration, and it is really demonstration only, but that then suggests that the learning is over. I now know how to pot the ball. Before you move on to any other stage of practice, you must make sure that you've learned the shot fully. If you then move on to stage three, where we're going, which is the practice with goals stage, if you haven't fully learned the shot and you're practicing during learning, it will take so much longer to learn that shot. So now we're going to move on to stage three, and that's practice with goals. What I want to do is pot the black into that pocket 5 times, 10 times, 100 times. The goals set are by you. It's up to you how much you practice this until you feel confident that you can repeat it in a game time and time and time again. So moving on to this group practice. And what I've done is I've now took that learning to pot the black and added it into the group practice. And tonight, the group practice I'm using is the lineup. We'll have further videos on the group practices that I've used to improve my game. And there's the shot there. We practiced that one and I put it into the group practice. Just recently, last year, I made a 147 on the lineup. But it didn't come from just playing lineups. It came from practicing these simple shots and getting them right. And one of the things I practiced long and hard on was screw back shots, potting from the middle back and bringing the cue ball back in to a pottable position so that I could maintain getting the 15 reds and the 15 blacks. Once I perfected each shot, I added it back into the group practice and practiced and practiced and practiced until I got it correct and made the 147. That is possible for anyone. So let's look at one more thing. It's the super learning. And I think this is why here at the Snooker Shed, my progression's been fairly quick. It's not just been hundreds and hundreds of hours of aimless practice. It's been dedicated practice. When I'm practicing, every shot I'm practicing, I'm adding in the fundamentals of the game. I'm not just practicing the shot that we've discussed tonight, but I'm practicing the pre-shot routine. I'm practicing how my cue's going through. Is it straight? I'm practicing observing the shot and learning. So why not use that properly and help you practice that extra wee bit And it just adds in that bit of super learning so that you're learning the fundamentals of the game on every single shot you play. Got to say a thank you to Michael Ross and Sarah Milne. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching the channel. I want to say a big thanks to all the subscribers that's came along to join us here at the Snooker Shed lately. Please hit the subscribe button, and if you like the videos, click that like button and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. Michael, Sarah, I'll see you on the table.